All right, so let's talk about your new live album, Alive in Melbourne. Or Melbourne, I guess. Someone would chastise me. I think Melbourne, I think, is the way they say it in Australia, but
oh, no.
someone will get mad
we say
about
Melbourne.
that. Yeah, see, let's just do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this show happened on March 5th, I think I have it right, of this year, which is like a week before, well, it's a week before we locked down here in Los Angeles. I know that. I don't know about everywhere else, but roughly a week before lockdown. What was this, the actual last show you played, or were there more?
I don't remember, but the only thing I know that in 10 days after this show, if it really was at March the 5th of March.
Yeah.
So we went to South America. We played a few shows there, and then we came to Mexico to play a Hell in Heaven festival.
Yeah.
That very day we got to we got informed that the second part of our tour in Latin America is canceled, and today, on this day, this is our last show ever, this year.
Yeah.
And that was like March the 15th of March. Yeah, that was the last show. That was my birthday, so
oh wow,
weird sad present for me.
Yeah.
But
well, better than having the last show be the day before your birthday, right? I mean, that would be worse.
Yeah.
So obviously this show was recorded, it was filmed, I understand. Were you guys planning on releasing this as a live album anyway, or what's the story?
I wish I knew. I don't know, because a lot of projects, they just come through me. I'm not even participating at them. So in them, yeah. And this project is one of them. I really am not a big fan of live albums.
Yeah.
So I'm not really interested in that, and I don't feel enthusiastic when it comes to record or film live album or something. So it wasn't my idea. I think that was Eugene's and our manager. So I wish they can be on my place right now and answer those questions, because I don't know. I have no idea. I knew that we got a proposition from video guys from Melbourne to film the whole concert, and we actually took the proposition, and because it was our first time in Australia.
Yeah.
And as a tradition, we always try to film the whole show when we're somewhere the first time.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they realized that it's really good to be like a present for all the fans around the world, as the only live show that you can watch in 2020, during the pandemic. So
yeah, you mentioned that you don't like live albums. I actually know a lot of people who don't like live albums, but so why don't you like them?
I think it's boring. I think it's boring unless you have a huge production, like decorations, like all the fancy clothes and stuff. Like Bjork, I think it's pretty much interesting to watch, but she's pretty much interesting to watch, but maybe just the first 30 minutes and that's it. Like everything is just boring for me.
But do you feel
I love music videos. That's the thing. I love it. So yeah, that's just a matter of my preference.
But do you think that your live album, do you think it maybe carries a little more weight than most live albums because of the circumstances? Like it happened right before the world changed, and I mean, and we still don't know when live shows are gonna come back.
I'm not sure. It's not that the world will completely change. It's not that musician will have 3 legs or 5 arms. It's not a mutation. So concerts will be concerts, and they will still look the same. This live album is just represents us as musicians, as a band in general, and also for people from different countries. It's nice to meet their fellow metalheads in Australia, to see how they act, how they are